What's up, my fellow traders? Hope you're all having an awesome day. A quick one here on NatGAS, gold, silver, crude oil, starting with natural gas. So we are getting some interesting situation here in natural gas. Now, I'm going to go through short-term and long-term analysis as well, but starting with short-term. First, the price nicely reacted from the zone right here with this bearish engulf and nicely pulled back down. Now, if you remember in my last video, in my yesterday's video, I've said that make sure you look for double top patterns as well. If we have a double top right here, we might see another push back down. So if we have these conditions, in that case, we are looking at the price to go towards the downside. So keep an eye on this condition. Double top is coming there, and with double top, we might get a divergence. With that divergence, let's say we have a long wick there and the price just pushes back down. In that case, the divergence will become the strongest here and it will signal the weakening in momentum. I've just sent a trade alert to my members with the exact same example. So look at that same condition we are getting here in natural gas. So very simple, mark your rejection zones from the body till the wick, and you must see a signal like bearish engulfer. Red candles, bearish pin bars. But if the candle pushes up and closes above these highs, in that case, it is a signal that price is now gonna push up and continue to push up in a trend. And also be aware of the fake outs. You might see a fake out like earlier we had something like this. If you have a push up and the candle closes back down, that is just a fake out. No, don't just start buying with the FOMO. So make sure you wait for the 4-hour candle to close. So keep an eye. It is a crucial area from where we might see a pullback, a nice pullback that will be enough to hit your 1 to 2 ATR targets. Better reward to risk ratio, more than 1 to 1. I'm expecting at least 1.2 to 1 to 4 to 1 reward to risk ratio. I'm expecting if we get a condition right here with this divergence in the RSI. Now, I want to show you one more example. Previously, right here, if you look here, we had a similar kind of situation right here, but that never happened at the area of value. That is why area of values are very important. If the condition forms at your zone, if you look back, this zone has acted as a level of support and resistance in the past massively. That is why I'll be looking for my entries from this area. So keep an eye at this possible bearish pattern. And now looking here on a weekly time frame. Now on a weekly time frame, I am bullish for natural gas. Now, first, we are above 50 EMA and we have a solid green candle on a weekly time frame. We have a clear pattern on capital.com. Let's see a pattern right here because all the market moves together. Now, if you look here, we already have a head and shoulder pattern and price has already entered the termination zone of this pattern. Now, termination zone goes all the way to the head of this pattern. Means in a long run, price can push up to these levels and then fall back down. And it also means that we still have a room for the price to push up since there is no bearish condition in this area. But we are in the bearish pattern at this point. But remember, there is still a room right here for the price to move up. And this bullish candle signals that we have a good room for the price to push up to these levels, which I've already mentioned in my last video. So that is why very important to look for a pullback, like I mentioned, on 4-hour, a condition here. Now the small pullback on a weekly, like right here, look at this line, small pullback on a weekly. And now look here on 4-hour. This is a massive pullback on 4-hour. That is what I want to explain you. Even if you want to enter sell trade, that is just a scalp on a weekly time frame. And then the price might push back up and continue to push up in a trend towards the upside till it gets to the next level of resistance right here, and then the major resistance right up there. So keep an eye. These are the moves we are now looking at for the short-term sell trades, and then we're going to look for the buy condition. If there is, we're going to enter buy trades. But have your rejection zones ready on capital.com. So exactly like this, from the body to the wick, exactly like this. Look for rejection, bearish double top with divergence. If we have that, that is the strongest entry conditions. And if you look here on Ovanda, exactly the same, bearish double top, pullback, engulfer, then we are gonna go long again. So keep an eye on these conditions. Close above these highs will signal that price is now gonna push up, and then we're gonna look for the pullback entry bullish. Only on MCX audience, exactly the same. Make sure the price break and close above these highs. If that happens, we are bullish. If the price rejects from these highs with bearish engulfer, means we have a short-term sell trades, scalp, and then exit. Look for the next level of resistance, which I've already mentioned to you in my last video. So very simple and very easy. Now here on gold, what's happening here? Gold is now in the process of a pullback, and we are getting FOMC meeting very soon. It's going to be very volatile. That is why we see some sort of range right here. So I will avoid taking any trades at this point, and there is no conditions, no technical conditions at this point for me to take an entry. But what I'm expecting from it, I'm only expecting technically, I'm talking about technically, let's say there is no moves from FOMC, or if there is a move from FOMC and we might see a nice pullback, there's a chance we see a nice reaction and we are still above 50 EMA. Remember that we are not selling above 50 EMA. That is your set in stone rules. Make sure you have your EMAs 20 and 50 EMAs if you follow my system. So we might see a nice pullback and opportunity to look for the buy trades. After this pullback, if we see a bullish engulfing candle, we are just going to go long simply using one ATR, which is $29, and you can manage till this recent highs if there is a condition right here. So it is my prediction, and with condition, the prediction will come true if that happens, and with the ATR and a stop loss, we can take over trades. Remember, always take your trades with stop losses, otherwise you are just gambling in the market, and take your trades on your own risk. But I'm just looking for pullbacks and engulfer. I'm only looking for buying this market till this level right here, from where we might see a nice fall back down, and then market might continue to push up in a trend, which I want to keep you guys informed. So for now, just pullback entry bullish technically if we are still above 50 EMA after the FOMC meeting. Next up, we have silver. Silver is also ranging sideways. Now for silver, as long as we are not breaking and close above these highs, I'm not looking for bullish trades anymore. Since there is no entry condition above 50 EMA, there is no need to enter any trades. Now, one condition, break above these highs. Now, if the next candle turns out to be an engulfing candle, bullish engulfing candle, that will be my bias signal. And in that case, I will go long using one ATR for the target. So only next candle will decide my entry. If there is no bullish candle, the next candle, if that doesn't turn out to be a bullish candle, I will wait till the price break above these highs with patience. Once we are broken above these highs, only then I will start to look for the next trade and sell from the level above, which I've already mentioned in my yesterday's video. So let's see how this goes. In next couple of hours, bullish engulfer will confirm my buy entry. I'm not selling either as long as we are not broken below these lows. Next up, we have crude oil. Crude oil is pushing down. As I mentioned yesterday, that we might see a nice pullback, which we had. Rejection from 50 EMA. As you can see, this was a recent anchor level from where we rejected, and it is pushing down. Now, at this point, I'm not looking for any buy trades since we are trading below 50 and 20 EMA. Now, there is a chance of a possible double bottom at this point, right from this area. If the price comes down, which is likely at this point, technically, in that case, I will start to look for my double bottom trade from this minor anchor level. For now, I'm only bearish for crude oil. We might see pullbacks and a further fall back to this level. So I'm only bearish for crude oil. I'm not buying. Since we are trending lower, nicely break below, pull back, bearish candle, and we are still pushing down from the upper anchor level. So only bearish trades. I'm bearish for crude oil till this level, from where I will look for another buy condition if there is. So that is it for today's video. Hope you got a value. If yes, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new so that we can all trade together and trade efficiently. Hope you trade green. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care.